Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media. We're going to get straight into it because we got a pretty full WWE news folder. This is a massive story. So Sean Ross Sapp saying that one source has claimed to Fightful Select that Jeff Cobb is already on WWE's internal roster. Now, they're waiting to get that confirmed. So a lot of news outlets are saying that WWE are interested, but it might be a little bit more advanced than that. He is someone that's been on their radar for quite a while. He's obviously in New Japan at the moment. He's been in AEW as well. He's someone that I think Triple H really does like the look of. He's a heavyweight, is big. He's kind of like that Jacob Fatu, Big Bronson Reed type. Powerful as well. He would make a statement when he comes into WWE. And of course, as we said, one source claiming that he might already be on WWE's internal roster. So he's actually commented here. Jeff Cobb said, "Geez, guys, relax. I just woke up and holy hell, look at all these notifications. Guess I've got some explaining to do. Well, let me calm everyone's nerves. The rumors are, in fact, 100% true. I will be eliminating Naito from the New Japan Cup later today." So a little swerve there by Jeff Cobb. Just saying it is true. I am going to be winning this match later. But his notifications are blowing up and seems like a lot of people are reaching out to him to establish as to whether this is correct or not about him going to WWE. So he's got to do this match first. I don't know if he's got any other matches lined up, but this is definitely a story that we need to be keeping an eye on. Talking to Big Bronson Reed, Word of Wrestling, shout out to you. So Big Bronson Reed said, "I'm not going to delete my accounts, but I don't think you'll hear from me on this putrid platform anymore." So he's referring to X. Seems like he's had a bad experience, like a lot of people on X, and it seems like he is just taking a step away. Christopher, shout out to you. So this coming from WrestleVotes, Rey Fenix is finalizing the details to sign with WWE. So he's going to be coming in. The plan is for him to reunite with Penta. They can use the Lucha Bros name. So quite a bit here. I mean, first of all, a lot of people, myself included, wondered if Rey Fenix was under the mask on Monday with the whole Chad Gable situation. It seems like probably not. If they're still finalizing deals, right? And they're not quite there yet. So it seems like he probably wasn't. The other thing as well is that if they're going to put him with Penta, then that would obviously take us in a different direction. I don't think he's going to be working with Chad Gable if the plan is to put him with Penta and put him into a tag team. I don't know how people are going to feel about this because Penta's obviously been brilliant as a solo star, but I gave Penta a chance when he came in and he was brilliant. I'll give the Lucha Bros a chance when they put them together, and let's see how they get on. I know a lot of people were fans of them in AEW. I wasn't keen, to be honest. But as I said, I'm going to give them a chance, see what they can do in WWE. Right, Lex Lugar reveals who he wants to induct him into the Hall of Fame. So he wants Sting and Diamond Dallas Page. Don't know that they'll be able to get Sting because he's under like a Legends deal with AEW. That's going to be very difficult. But Diamond Dallas Page, I think there's, no problems there. So this will be another interesting one to just keep an eye on. Who inducts Lex Lugar? He would like it to be both. Might not go that way. Right, WrestleVotes again saying, according to a well-placed source, WWE have discussed an outside-the-box idea of running a post-WrestleMania event on the Sunday night. So after WrestleMania Night 2, they're thinking of doing the roast of WrestleMania. So they would have guest stars. I'm guessing it would be like a comedy thing where they would roast the guest stars. They would maybe roast some of the action we'd seen over the weekend or some classic moments from the past, featuring comedic megastar Tony Hinchcliffe. I mean, that could be really fun. If you've watched WrestleMania live and it's done, you could then go to this show after, and be amongst wrestling fans, having a laugh. I don't know if this would be on Peacock or if it would be on Netflix or if it would just be a ticket-only thing, but it's very outside the box. I don't hate it, to be honest. Okay, Riley, shout out to you. So this is the current setup for Smackdown. Smackdown, of course, is going to be in Barcelona, which is pretty crazy because I really don't know what the Spanish fans are going to be like. The French fans were fantastic. We know London's always a great crowd. So can Europe represent again in Spain by, I mean, look, football is huge in Spain, right? Football culture is all about chanting and, you know, making your voice heard. There is really no reason to think that this is not going to be a red hot crowd, right? I've got to think that that sort of culture of singing on the terraces and chanting away, I've got to think that Spain have got that in abundance. So I am expecting a red hot crowd. This is going to be really fun. It's going to be live in the UK at 7 p.m. Obviously in America, you're going to have to wait. So it is going to be a tape show for you. So there will be spoilers out there. You've got to wait for it to air on USA Network. So my approach to this is I want to do a live watch along for when it airs live in the UK, and then I want to come back and do a second watch along for when it airs in America. I really want to do that because a lot of our community are in Canada and America, and I sort of feel like if I just do the live one like in the UK, a lot of our community are going to miss out on, you know, the watch along that we do, sharing their thoughts and sharing their theories. And so I'm currently looking at doing 2. Could be a little bit tricky, but watch this space. So, Riley, shout out to you. Right, WWE Hall of Fame icon package includes meeting Triple H and Lex Lugar. So you can actually pay $8,500, right? And you get the Hall of Fame icon package. I wonder if it tells us exactly what you get for this. Here we go. Row 2 or 3 seating, Hall of Fame stage access. Who's this boomer? Hall of Fame stage access. I hate these flipping news sites. They just got so many pop-up ads and everything. So, row 2 or 3 seating, Hall of Fame stage access with podium photo opportunity, private meet and greet with Triple H and Lex Lugar photo op, a premium gift. Mate, for $8,500, I'd want to be going in the Hall of Fame myself. Dedicated priority pass entrance. Oh, professional on location, on-site support staff. Dude, it really does not feel like you are getting a great deal for your money there. $8,500, you just get a nice seat. You get to take a picture on stage. It's pretty cool. And you get to get a picture with Triple H and Lex Lugar. I mean, I feel like Lex Lugar does conventions and charges about $100. Like meeting Lex Lugar, it ain't going to cost you that much, to be honest. Now, meeting Triple H, I mean, that's obviously a lot more difficult, right? He is the man at the moment, head of creative and everything. Premium gift, what the hell's that going to be? Dedicated priority pass entrance, rubbish. On-site support staff, rubbish. Row 2, 3 seating, I suppose you're paying for that, but I don't know, man. I mean, that just feels like it's designed for people that have got more money than sense. Or just so much money they just don't care, you know? Yeah, I'll meet Triple H. And they don't even have to think twice about $8,500. Psh. Right, JD McDonagh stated that he's hoping to return within a month. You might remember that he smashed his ribs against that commentary table, if he's cleared, that is. He said, I'm going to put a timeline on it of about a month. He's waiting for his ribs to, like, knit back together. Dude broke his ribs, cracked his ribs, and then they punctured his lung. That was, earlier this year? And he's already hoping to be back soon. It's crazy, isn't it? Hoping to be back within a month. Crazy. I think people kind of look at him different after that incident now, because he carried on after the match, or like after the incident, he carried on with the match, and he was doing like flipping frog splashes and all this kind of stuff with broken ribs. He said he could feel his ribs felt a bit like Rice Krispies. Madness. Legend. Right. Oh, this is interesting. So Cora Jade was on TNA, right, in a tag team with Tessa. Now, Tessa Blanchard, she was kind of caught up with allegations of being racist towards another wrestler, bullying and intimidating other girls backstage. Basically, the picture being painted is she's not a good person, not a nice person, not a nice personality, not a good character. And Cora Jade has gone over to TNA and has found herself getting put into a tag team with Tessa. Now, I don't know how WWE have allowed that to happen, but it has happened. And Cora Jade has posted this. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Now, a lot of people have read that and believe she's talking about the fact this is her saying, I didn't want to team with Tessa, right? I'm just trying to not get into trouble. I'm trying to not get fined. People have took it that way. I don't know that that's how she intended it, because it might be that she's talking about going to TNA. It might be the fact that she goes to TNA, not because she wants to, but because she has to. So I'm not sure what she's referring to, but plenty of people thinking she's talking about the fact that she's got a team with Tessa or just had to team with Tessa. And that could be true, to be honest. It's a very interesting week, considering she's been going to TNA for quite a while now, to post a GIF like that. Right, here's Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai says, I hate having to keep reiterating this, but unfortunately people will never stop being scamming a-holes. My only accounts are this one, I'm King Kota, and Charlie Girl on X. I'm King Kota on Instagram, Charlie Girl on TikTok, Charlie Girl on Twitch. And I'm going to say this, most of us don't have secret private accounts, and we are definitely not asking for money. Be safe. So there we go. That is coming from Dakota Kai, so something's clearly gone down there. This coming from Adam GLYN, a quick little interview. I'm not going to play it because it goes just over a minute, but basically Drew talks about being frustrated at not being in a title match this year at WrestleMania. Talks about how he had to carry that feud with CM Punk, and you know, he now finds himself kind of in a frustrating position. He says, I promise you I will be involved in something big soon. I will make that happen. So he's very determined. He's very dialed in. The guy then asks him, have you got any advice for John Cena now that he's turned heel? And Drew's like, well, I'm not a heel. If you look at my track record, I'm just telling the truth. But if I was to give some advice to John, I would just say, be yourself. Let everyone see the real you now, John. Quite interesting, quite good. Talking of John, here we go. Look, John Cena and Cody Rhodes are advertised for every Raw during the European tour. So Brussels, Glasgow, London. The Rock is rumored to be appearing at one of those shows. So these guys are going to be on the same show on March 17th, March 24th, and March 31st, right? Both on the same show. And The Rock is going to show up, rumored to be showing up to at least one of those. Right, I wanted to include this because it's just not going away. So here, Bully Ray said there was something with The Rock and Cody, and in the background was one of the trucks, right? This did the rounds last year, WrestleMania 40, and the rumor, or the theory, was that these guys were going to get involved at WrestleMania 40, because this obviously was in the build towards WrestleMania 40. That was the theory at the time. It kind of half happened because John Cena was there, Stone Cold wasn't. And so now people are going back to it and they're looking at it going, oh my God, was it actually for this year, right? So here Bubba Ray said, whose face is on the truck? Looking over Rock and Cody's shoulder, John Cena. You can go back now and go, wow, did they do that on purpose? So in regards to this, I don't know that it was done on purpose, right? What I do know was that they tried to get Stone Cold for WrestleMania 40 and he couldn't make it. I think he said that there was like a family issue and he wasn't able to make it. And so as a result, he was replaced by The Undertaker. So the theory doing the rounds last year was that these guys were going to get involved at WrestleMania. And actually, we know he did. He was in negotiations too. They couldn't make it work. Undertaker replaced him instead. So is this here for a reason? Yes. I think it was there as part of WrestleMania 40. I don't believe that that was put there as an Easter egg for WrestleMania 41. Because to be honest with you, I don't know that they had the idea of turning John Cena heel back then, right? Because I know Triple H said he was going to sit down at the kind of end of 2024 to map out what they were going to do with John in his retirement year. My guess is it was in that meeting that the decision was made. So I see this popping up a lot. I get tagged in this a lot. I think this is WrestleMania 40. I don't think this has got anything to do with 41. They can make it now have something to do with 41, of course. I would not be shocked to see Stone Cold getting involved. I think he has, and we've said in previous Unseens, come out and said, if Cody needs me, I'll be there. So, I mean, they can make this mean something now, but I genuinely don't think it did at the time. Right, Seth Rollins is aiming to retire at the age of 45. He said, I'll be 39 in May. 45, it's kind of a good time. It's kind of going on depending what I do in the next few years outside of WWE or behind the scenes. Both of those things are appealing to me. Just got to figure out what that feels like. I feel good right now. I feel very good. So that was an interview we did with WFAN 660. So there we go. Lots of stuff in there in the WWE folder, right? Lots of stuff in there. Let's just quickly jump into the Wyatts folder. Joe Gacy, like tweeting out crickets, clicking in the silence, ticking, making me feel empty, down to my very core, right? Brady, shout out to you, putting it into Google, coming back with song Crickets, Horse the Band. So there we go. I don't know if he's trying to communicate something through the lyrics of this song, but you know me, if it's not coming from the Wyatt 6 main account, I take all these images and little posts that come out through the individual members' accounts, just with a little pinch of salt, because we've seen a lot of stuff now over a period of months, and it's not really resulted in anything. I think when they're trying to really drive the story forwards, that tends to come through the official Wyatt 6 account on X. Okay, Liv Morgan has now shown off her schedule, right, for March. So Chanel said, hands down, this confirms Liv and Alexa at Mania. So she is going to be on Smackdown this week, right, which is very interesting because there is a big chance that we could see like some interaction there between Liv and Alexa. She is then on SmackDown on March 21st. She doesn't appear on SmackDown again, though, only twice. So I don't know. She could definitely start something with Alexa, and then Alexa could pop up on Raw. But the fact she's on there twice, I mean, it definitely suggests that she's doing something with a SmackDown star. And obviously, she's just eliminated Alexa. She's pinned her in the Elimination Chamber. So, yes, I do agree. I do agree, but I can't say it confirms it, right? But she will be on SmackDown, and that is going to be very interesting to see what she does. So, yeah, SmackDown already unmissable, but it could really be the start now of that feud that Alexa fans and Wyatt 6 fans have been waiting for. And Cody, shout out to you. This doing the rounds. I don't know who this dog's owner is, but they do keep dressing them up as different wrestlers. I do feel a little bit sorry for the dog. I don't know how much it's enjoying wearing this Fiend mask, but there we go. I do love the eyes though. I mean, I hope it's well. I hope it's happy. And there we go. Yowie wowie. Yowie wowie. Talking of fun, let's go into fun, shall we? Fair few bits in here. So, Cal, shout out to you, buds. So, this was doing the rounds, and I've been tagged in it a bit today. I'm going to admit, I don't love this, but I don't hate it either. So, basically, people are saying that he has his costume, what he's wearing, and then they change the color of the Titan Tron in the background to match it. So, here he's got red, there he's got red. This is a decent example, actually. You see how it's, like, changed? And it's sort of like the same colors. I'm thinking that there is an effort to change that to whatever he's wearing. So here he is, look, when he came out as Trish, and it was all black, apart from the text, which was grey, right? Here, look, he's got red in the name on a black background, and he's got red in his costume. There was one, though, I was kind of looking at this, and I was like, yeah, I think there's something there. Like, that looks like a slightly darker shade of red as well, actually. So I was looking at that, but there's a purple one in a second that really convinced me. There's a purple one in a second, which I was like, yeah, I do like that one. So that is recent. Was that Elimination Chamber? So purple. Yeah, I like this one. This is the one that made me go, oh, okay. Because, like, that's not a typical color scheme. We've seen a lot of red, and we've seen a lot of black. But this kind of color, this kind of purple, and to, like, match what he's wearing, I think there probably is something to that, you know. TJF, shout out to you. Here's Jordynne Grace. She said, thank you, New York City. You'll always be famous. So here's Jordynne Grace in front of that sign. And she got given this, the greatest of the garden. It's a playlist for our friends at WWE. So I don't know, is it like some sort of player that you plug headphones into? And then, like, I'm guessing it just plays music that they've put on. It's a very weird gift to receive, isn't it? That's kind of what it seems like. Seems like you plug some headphones in and then you can listen to, like, a playlist that Madison Square Garden. Are they breaking up with them or something? What a weird thing to receive, but also very, very cool. Right, here, TJF again. Chelsea Green said, I flew to England to get my mom married. Now I'm off to meet my secret Hervis in Barcelona before I fly to Las Vegas for NASCAR and then on to Florida to kick the sunshine out of Seoul. Oh, and then back to Europe. Being a champion is exhausting, but I do it for the people. So there we go. There's a picture of Chelsea Green in England, helping to get her mom married off, right? And lovely shot, actually. I mean, England does look like that, to be honest. I've got lots of places round by me that kind of look quaint like this. But I don't own that skirt, so she looks lovely. Johnny says, spacing is everything. Yeah, it is true. It's tiffy time. But they could have used all this space down here, couldn't they? Look at all that. Just unnecessary, really. They didn't need all this room. You know, could have just held up like that top bit. So I do agree, spacing, very important. So Sam, Sham, Slam, shout out to you. Right, Larry, shout out to you. Here's John Cena, a compilation of John Cena turning heel on cameramen. So this looks like something he's been doing for a while. I don't know that I've seen these clips, but there we go. And then boom. Turning and looking serious at the camera. Here's another one where he's chatting away. And in a second, he'll notice the camera. Boom. Serious face. There he is. Signing backstage. I think we saw this one on his TikTok, actually. I'm guessing these might have been like TikTok things that he's been putting up over the years. Boom. Serious face. Another one here where he's on the red carpet chatting away. Boom. Good, aren't they? These are good. Here's one of him with his friends, having a lovely time. Boom. There he is. Look, he's gone dark. Yeah. Buying an ice cream. Boom. There he was talking to Rhea Ripley. And again. So these must be like TikToks that he's been putting up over the years. Never seen them. TJF, HBK cooking on NXT, but someone getting left in the sink. So here, look, WWE looking after Stephanie. There's Julia, just struggling a little bit, but, you know, head above water. She's doing well, taking a little bit of time off. There's Zarya. There's Zarya. Do you remember her? It's a good meme, that. Fly Music. It's a big nuggie. I didn't know this. I've seen this, and I didn't know. I did not put the pieces together. Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio posing with their dinosaur chicken nuggie pillow. It's a dinosaur chicken nuggie. I've seen that being like carried around by Dirty Dom and everything. We know how he likes his nuggies and his tendies. Well, he's got a flipping soft toy of one. That's great, isn't it? So here you can see at the top we've got a battle between month, day, year, battling away with day, month, year. And this one really resonates with me because in England, we use day, month, year. In America, you use month, day, year. So when I set up streams, I always have to do it this way because a lot more people in our community are in America than are in the UK. So I always have to use this one. And now it's got to the point that I've done it so much that when I'm like signing forms or, you know, paperwork, tax, all that sort of stuff, I now do the date this way rather than that way. Right? So it's really messed me up. But I love this meme because that is a battle. But here's Asuka with her own way of doing it. Year first, then month, then day. Yeah? Don't ask questions. That's how it's done. So I do like that meme. Right? This whole interaction made me laugh, says Chan Man. So I don't know what's going on with Ava's personal life, right? But here this person says, wait, are they official? So I don't know if these two are in a relationship, right? Not my business. I've not seen any official announcement. Nemo said, who is this? Okay. It's Ava and Tatiana Dumas, right? Nemo went, whoa, I literally just asked who the girl was. I knew who Ava was, but what's with the aggression? And this person's like, her name is literally Tatiana Dumas. No one was being aggressive. You're just slow. Dude thought he was being called a dumbass, right? He thought he was being called a dumbass. Ava and Tatiana, dumbass. And he's like, whoa, I only just asked the question, but her name is Dumas. Oh my God. I am very slow. I thought they were calling me a dumbass. I'm very tired right now. So this was literally worth it just for that exchange. Just so we could enjoy that moment right there. So even if this couple is not actually a couple, I would like to thank them for giving us this. So, right, Sean Ross laughing because Undertaker takes a little swipe at Hulk Hogan.
That was a good one, too.
Oh, you got me, brother.
Some people might not get the reference, but back in Survivor Series 1991, Undertaker did a tombstone to Hogan on a chair, and Hogan made a big deal out of it, saying that you really did, like, hurt my neck. And he was like, backstage even, like, I can't believe you did that. You've really messed that move up, my neck, and all this kind of stuff. And Undertaker was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize, all this kind of stuff felt really bad. Apparently, he saw the match, I don't know when, but saw the match after, saw that Hogan's neck was nowhere near the chair. His head was nowhere near the chair. So everything Hogan had said was just a load of rubbish. So they're just joking there about that moment with Kane tombstoning Undertaker onto that chair. Right, Joe Weller has said that he would like to be in WWE. I think he's been inspired by Logan. I think he's a WWE fan anyway, of course. But yeah, apparently his video with Logan has done well, the interview. So he's like, let's effing go. WWE, sign the contracts. Grayson Waller was like, stick to doing swantons in your bedroom. We already have got too many cringe English flops backstage. So Grayson taking no prisoners there. And I do find myself agreeing with Grayson Waller. Ashma, thank you, my friends. Okay, let's go other, shall we? So, Karrion said, I was recently asked who the toughest wrestler in the locker room was in an interview. It's really hard to say. There's fathers away from home. There's guys coming back from broken necks. There's weekly high-risk takers. There's people battling through mental wars that they'll never discuss publicly. But JD is up there with the toughest guys. Give this interview a watch. His last match, he finished a very physical performance with an injury that could have been life-threatening. Hashtag for the love of the game. And as well as that, look, Tribal Warrior, shout out to you. A-Kid has returned. I wonder where he's been. There is A-Kids. This was at Lucha Rebellion. And there is A-Kids, who used to be in NXT UK. And of course, is in NXT under a different name right now, also known as Axiom. So there he is, going back to his A-Kid persona for this appearance at Lucha Rebellion. So I wonder if we'll get A-Kid back. I would much rather have A-Kid than Axiom. I would much rather we go back to this. But yeah, interesting. I don't know that we have seen A-Kid since Axiom arrived, to be honest. Right, let's go community. Yeah, Teddy. Shout out to you, my friends. I got sent this picture. So apparently this was for World Book Day, right? Which is obviously really cool. And here, Teddy has gone as Roman Reigns, right? So acknowledging. And it's brilliant. It just looks so good. Look at the tattoo detail on the arm. Looks so good. And I think Teddy grew that beard himself, right? So I can't imagine anyone else look better than this, to be honest. So loving that. I think that looks absolutely awesome. So Teddy, big shout out to you, my friends. And looks like you absolutely killed it on book day. Hopefully everyone at school was acknowledging you. Yeah, they better have been. Otherwise, we'll send the community to dish out some Superman punches and spears, yeah? So, very, very cool. Very cool. Canadian Ball is hyped, because Canadian Ball is going to be playing 2K25. So, enjoy that. I think that drops, doesn't it, today at the time of recording this? So 2K25 now available. Uncle Revel excited. Uncle Revel got this legendary Wyatt 6 digital card. Apparently there's only 83 of them. And look at that. It's got all the Wyatt 6 members. So that looks really cool. And Sonny, shout out to you, my friends. Got a Christmas Fiend Funko that Aubrey had sent. Loving this. One community member gifting another community member. So this is the Walmart exclusive that glows in the dark. So love that. Really cool. And there we go, my friends. That was today's Unseen. Lots of news, lots of little fun bits, and some stuff in the community folder as well. So thank you to Sweet Chin Wrestling for the retweet. Fly Music, thank you. Blake02, appreciate it. Larry, shout out to you. Oh, yeah, this looks like it's slipped into the wrong folder. A bit of a bonus for those that are still with us. So WWE and Fanatics have plans in place to open a superstore for the next couple of weeks, beginning tomorrow in London, in anticipation of Smackdown coming to the O2 Arena at the end of the month. So it looks like there's going to be a Fanatics store that opens up. That's really cool. That's really cool. So obviously Fanatics going to run all of the WWE website, the shop side, all the merch and everything. So that'll be well worth visiting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing images of that. Charlie, thank you, my friend. Milo, appreciate it. Riley, thank you. I am the color red. Thank you. Real wrestling fan. Shout out to you, bud. King Yeet newsletter. Thank you. Muggsy, thank you. Fly Music, appreciate it. The Grapple Room podcast. Shout out to you, buds. Wrestling Junkie. CM Chunk. It's Kaz81. Just got bumped out of the way. Did you see that? It's Kaz81. What's this? Kelly the Wise Lady. Bang! Shoulder tackled you. Look, you're still there, but someone just jumped the queue. Kelly. Showing your true colours. Thanks for the support. Yeah. It's Kaz. Sorry about that, bud. Sorry about that. Big Bam. Bradley. Wild Child Billy. Wrestling's biggest fan. Muggsy, Raymond, Las Vegas Matt, Claire Webb, and Jang Tae Sang. Thank you for the support, my friends. Really do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow or later today with at least one Smackdown, maybe even two, and should be a very fun show from Barcelona, Spain. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.